How's it hanging, dudes? My name is Sean. Welcome back to my channel. And, YouGov polling just shafted Yang. You can see the image right here on screen. There is no Yang. Let me make it bigger for you. Amy Klobuchar, Pete Buttigieg, Julian Castro, Cory Booker, Kamala Harris, who has dropped out. Who has already dropped out, and this is from 4 months ago. But YouGov, every single poll of YouGov shows Yang not being in there. You can check Paget's video; she has an updated image of it. Yang is not on any of them. Kamala Harris, Beto O'Rourke, they're all out. So this is a little bit old, but just go check Paget's video. Then all of the YouGov polls leave Yang out completely. Now they're even showing Bloomberg questions. Bloomberg isn't. Oh my God, man! It's sad. It's sad. I hate it. But let's talk about the polling. Tulsi Gabbard and Andrew Yang teeter on debate bubble. The two outsider candidates are just shy of the polling threshold for political PBS NewsHour debate later this month, with just over a week left to qualify. Tulsi Gabbard and Andrew Yang could get more airtime than ever to introduce themselves to America just with one more poll. They could spin the debate home. Let's hope that's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be, and I'll explain why here in just a minute. Right now, 6 candidates, 4 white and 2 white women, are set to take the stage on December primary debate, co-hosted by Politico and PBS NewsHour. Joe Biden, Pete Buttigieg, Amy Klobuchar, Bernie Sanders, Tom Steyer, Elizabeth Warren. Something's going on with this Tom Steyer and Amy Klobuchar. Has anybody ever met a Amy Klobuchar supporter? Have you ever met a Tom Steyer supporter? How are these people qualifying for a debate, and is the DNC just making up the polling for them? I tell you how. It's because of that YouGov polling. They're excluding Yang. They're allowing Tom Steyer. They're allowing all these other people, but they're excluding Yang and Tulsi. There's a reason for that. The establishment is against them, and the more and more they do this stuff, the more and more it just shows the bias and the will of the media establishment, the Democratic establishment, even the Republican establishment, the establishments across the board. They're all in the same bed together, and it shows how they're trying to put the finger on the scale in a way that helps them out. I just did a video that's I just uploaded a story about Pete Buttigieg and how his former McKinsey, him working for McKinsey, they used to help Donald Trump. They used to help him, I guess, advise him on what to do with, on how to feed immigrants less that they round up from ICE. Like, these people are insane. The corruption is run amok, and it's so obvious. And you like Yang or not, I know everybody here likes Yang, but some people think that his VAT is a regressive tax. It's just not the case. You know what I mean? Like the way all these billionaires and corporations, they pay zero on taxes. They're going to keep doing that. So we have to make sure that, the UBI gets funded some sort of way, because it's not going to be just based off their tax dollars. You know what I mean? How are we going to make sure we get a slice of every Amazon transaction or every robot truck mile? Well, we make sure that we tack that in on the in-sales tax, because the corporations aren't going to do it. The government has to make them do it. And the only way you can do that is at the fucking cash register, sadly. But getting smart, and that's the only way you can go about it. So it's not a regressive tax. But I'm getting off a tangent. Let's continue. For both Gabbard and Yang, being excluded from the debate stage could starve their long-shot campaigns of the oxygen that comes with the nationally televised platform, which has helped sustain their small donor fundraising and marginal opponent. Wrong. I can see that for Tulsi Gabbard. That every time she goes into debate, she attacks Kamala Harris, so she dipped her numbers. She went after Pete Buttigieg. I get that. You know what I mean? So yes, a lot of people could see Tulsi on the debate stage and then donate. I get that's probably what's happening. But with Yang, we have the Yang gang. We do not need Yang on the debate stage for us to donate to him. Believe that. Okay. It's just not the way it is. Yang raised $750,000 in one freaking day, and that wasn't after a televised debate. Okay, that was. Come on, man. It was just payday, and nobody could pay until then. We're all small donors, man. It is what it is. We're trying. But Yeah, I can see that for Tulsi. I can't see that for Yang. So, but in one or both, if one or both qualify, they are likely to get a greater share of speaking time. We'll see than ever before. No debate thus far has included fewer than 10 candidates, and even if both Gabbard and Yang qualify, this one would include just 8 participants, which is good. Their fates, however, are stuck in suspended animation since the previous debate, November 20th. There has only been only 2 polls conducted by sponsors approved of Democrats. Okay, no, that's wrong. Yang has 1 poll to go. I think they want to say that. Candidates can qualify for the December debate stage by hitting 4% in 4 polls approved by the DNC, or 6% in 2 approved early state polls, and by having 200,000 unique contributors with 820 different states, territories, or District of Columbia. Okay, Gabbard and Yang have already cleared the fundraising threshold, and each have received at least 4% in 3 polls approved by the Democratic National Committee. They have until 11:59 p.m. on December 12th to get the 4th qualifying poll needed to make the debate stage. Yang is already past the 4th%, and in the next poll, it's just they haven't released the results yet. And thankfully, they're not taking YouGov poll. But the thing is, the Democratic National Committee could see all of these polling numbers come out and say, yes, Yang is polling 4% or above on the last polling, but then they could easily take that one poll that doesn't show him that and run with that one just so they can ease him out. They can easily do that. They did it to Larry Lessig last time around. So be careful of that. If that happens, if there's 19 different polls that the DNC has in the past accepted, and all of a sudden they throw those out because Yang is above 4% or 4% and above, and they go with one poll that doesn't have him at 4%, we need to take to social media and we need to light them up. Be paying attention if that happens come the 12th. Hopefully he'll come out above 4 on all of them. It's probably going to happen, but the DNC, the establishment is shady, guys. They're just freaking shady, and we have to be able to lockstep watch them every chance we get. Yang in particular has come tantalizingly close to qualify for the December debate. He's hit 3% in 11 different approved polls. 11, which means he should hit 4 in those 11 different approved polls too, because no other candidate besides maybe Tulsi, maybe Bernie Sanders, is going to be attracted to anybody. You know what I mean? Like Tulsi and Sanders maybe might overshadow Trump. Trump. Yang a little bit, excuse me. But nobody with Warren, nobody with Pete Buttigieg, nobody with Biden, nobody cares about them. You know what I mean? Nobody cares about them. They're dropping every day. Pete Buttigieg's numbers are completely inflated. So yeah, 3% in 11 different polls, but nationally and in early stage, leaving him in some cases just a couple poll respondents away from the elusive 4th poll. So he's probably going to hit it. There ain't no probably to it. He's going to hit it. Gabbard recently cried foul after she hit 6% in the New Hampshire poll released by the Boston Globe and Suffolk University, arguing it should qualify her for the debate. They campaigned argued the DNC should recognize the poll because the Suffolk University polls, when conducted in conjunction with USA Today, count toward qualifying. But previous Boston Globe, Suffolk University polls have not been counted toward qualification for the 5 previous debates, and the DNC has not given any public indication that it was considering otherwise. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Tulsi Gabbard is polling at 6%, and that's a good poll. They're not going to accept that because that puts her on the debate stage. They don't want that. She's going to have to come out at 5, 4, 5, 6% in every single one of those goddamn polls, or they're not going to let her on there. I hate that because I'm a fan of Tulsi. Bigger fan of Yang, fan of Tulsi. It's not right they're going to do this. And they're going to try to do this to Yang too, guys. This is a dire warning from Sean at Humanity First. This is going to happen. Be on the watch. If you're in any of these states, get out there as hard as you can. If you know that somebody's polling, if your grandparents are being polled, if somebody calls them and on a landline phone, you answer it. You know what I mean? Go to the online polling in whatever state you're at. Look up the DNC. They should have a list of places but they don't do that, man. They're so shady. I hate the DNC. Anyways, guys, we have to do it. We have to get out there. We have to do our due diligence. You know what I'm saying? So, several other active candidates have also expected to miss the December debate. Cory Booker, who has passed the donut threshold and participated in the November debate, has not hit 4% in a single December qualifying poll. So he's probably out. Bloomberg, meanwhile, functioning ruled himself out from participating in the debate when he said he wouldn't accept campaign contributions, but he also has not broken 4% in the limited amount of polling since he joined the race. But YouGov keeps putting him on there, don't they? So it's sickening, guys. It's sickening, and just be aware of this. Be aware. YouGov poll it's sad, man. It's sad. This is an older one, but they have an updated one. It's just the quickest one I can pull up so I can make this video. So yeah, guys, be on the lookout. He's probably going to hit 4% or more in numerous polls. Be looking out for the DNC to pick the one that he doesn't make it in. Okay, he has no name recognition. So about December this time last year, Bernie Sanders was the same size as Andrew Yang, and he just significantly started ramping up after the December debate. So you have to make sure he gets on there, guys. So don't worry, I think it's going to happen. But the DNC is freaking shady, and that's about all I got to say about that. So I got on that, and second story of the day, Yang story. Hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And it is what it is, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.
One of the best to ever do it.